Hello and welcome back. I'm pretty much where I left you, but not exactly when. Uh, I have done a few things. What I have done is I've added some weight to the back of this. I want to try to see if I can just pick this building up in its entirety versus trying to put wheels on it. That may not work as I want it to, but I'm going to try it anyways. Because I think there's not a lot of building here. There's not a lot of weight. There's no batteries. There's no... It's dark in here. There's no batteries. There's not a lot here that's heavy. So I think I can still pick it up. But to help with that, I added weight in the back. I shifted the contents over to this cargo container. And in the background for my mods, I've reordered the way the mods are listed in the mod list. So maybe that will help. I didn't have textured build states in. That may have been causing some problems also. So I've reworked the mods a bit to see if that will help. I also added correct eye adaptation. Right now it's listed as broken, but it can work. It kind of depends on the load order, stuff like that. If it causes problems or doesn't seem to do much or all that, we can just remove it. But you notice when I come in here and stand where there's no light, yes, it gets very dark in here, which is kind of what it would do. Anyways, so we need to turn on the light because it's dark. Find a way to get this thing on the move. I'm going to first start by removing this ramp, because looking at it, this side of it isn't connected to the base on the outside, where if you go over here, we've got panels down here in the corner that's connecting all of that. So I kind of want to make an approach over here. And I'm going to come back with this. Something's there. Huh, that's odd. Well, hopefully that doesn't cause a problem, but there is something, apparently, here. I'd probably have to dig down to get to it. Give myself a nice long run up here. I need more steel. Shouldn't need more than that. Let's see, do I have... No, I don't have that set. Let me get some of this stuff in here. Not going to be using any of this in the immediate future, but go ahead and get all that. Do that. Let's see, I've got lights on this thing. While I'm thinking about it. Gonna go around the tree. Whoops. go 4. That should lower that. Oops, I bumped 5. I'm going to need to close the door. Wow. Well, that didn't work out. Did that take... No, that didn't hurt that any. Well, let me just put that back. I think I've got everything I need here. I need 5 construction, 1 motor. Let me put that back on here. Let's see, what that is there. Oops. Okay, gently this time. This isn't going to be happy, is it? Hit the wrong thing there. That should be switch lock. Huh, for some reason that wanted to lift it. I think it doesn't like being on a hinge. There we go. Think I can live with that. Okay, now, see if we can't start detaching this thing. Okay, so this block should free it, if it's going to be able to be freed. Oh no, I need that one by the door. This is a bad spot to be. This thing clangs out, I'm gone. Well, the back end is not off the ground. go to the other side here. Okay, so now, if I do that, it's still saying it's not free. Well, no, it should be. Well, it's not lifting that up either, so hinge, it is on. That may have been a bad idea, but I'm hitting that anyways. Bump that up, but let me... So it's not doing anything here. Man, I don't want to do that. Okay, can I get to that panel? It should be free. Something's not happy. Yeah. Okay, what's that hinge doing or not doing here? So it should be, if it could, move up. Probably need to go catch that. We take out the rest of these blocks. Come on. And it looks like I might need a little more weight in the back. So, let's go find more weight to put in the back. Well, that helped. See, it didn't put anything in there. See, we've got room for some ice, believe it or not. Let me kind of walk back here. Now we can drop all this ice, or part of this ice at least, into, whoops, that. And let me just lose this ice. I'm not gonna, that didn't sound happy. Just drop this over here. I'd like more weight in the back, even. Whoops. Well, if I can jump up on a wheel. See if I can't steal some plate off of this thing to give myself a little more ballast. Tell you what, let me go ahead and put this in there. It's something. Still not ideal, but I'm going to try it. Or let me... because I'm carrying a load. Let me up these to up here. Okay. Wheels, speed. Let's go down to... This is going to take a while. But let's see if we can't make it home. Yep, this will take a while. Give me some time here. Well, here we are. We are approaching home. Actually hasn't been doing too bad. I haven't tried to stop yet either, and that's probably where it's going to give me problems. Taking it nice, slow, and easy. Well, we are back home. So now we need to get this thing set down somewhere. means I need steel. I'm going to borrow some steel from this thing. Since it's not going to be staying here anyways. That wasn't like that when I left. There was at least one engine on that. Yeah. Well, that kind of moved around on me. Go on, fall over. I'm okay. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about falling on me. I think that might do me for now. Let's see how many is that. That's a fair amount. Now, let's go. I think I'm going to come off this corner. Let me do that. And let me... Actually, I can probably get away with half blocks here. See, concrete, that's going to be a darker gray. Going to set it back a little. Am I crouched? No, okay, I must have been. Okay, let me get this laid out. Kind of taking advantage of the terrain here, coming up to meet my platform. So, let's see if I can't get this thing to roll up there and park on that. Oops, wrong button. Back up very carefully. And believe it or not, I'm going to lower this. I'm going to lower that a little slower. There we go. So we need to line that up a little better. Ah. Lost another one. Let's see, did this get damaged any? No. Well, I think I've got enough for another one back here. Let's see how many of these I go through. Let's turn those off. Hit the right buttons. Okay, let's bring that up a little. Let's reverse it, drop it, blam, back down. See, how's that lined up? That's not bad. Let's try dropping it there. Oh, hold on. Now, let's see if I can't get... Let's see if I put it on there. And will it let me put another one there. Now, do I have enough to build 2 of these? Might have to borrow from my wheels. Yep. You need construction components, motors, computers. I don't see any computers there. Got 4 there. Excuse me. And now I need to find enough large steel tubes. And we've got it. We now have power. Let's see, where to put that other display from? Oh, I've got that yet. There we go. Now I can move this stuff over. I'll get this thing bounced back out. So we now have a place to sleep, a little place to cook a meal, a little bit of additional storage here and there. And our base now has at least some power. So these doors over here should now, well, if I had access to them, I could open those. Need to fix that hole in my floor. But there it is. I now have power. Now I need to go over to, let's see, that. I think I left a cargo container over there, and I've got what I need to rebuild that. Let's see, I can delete you. So let me kind of drop this stuff off the back now that I really don't need the ballast. I'll remove this here off the back. Then I'll go over there to recover my cargo container and install it over here, and I will be back after all of that. Well, on my way back to the other hangar where I've got my cargo container that I dropped off, I ran across this one. It must have spawned when I was messing around bringing that building back and whatnot. So, let's go see what we've got in here. Okay, we've got another medium cargo container, another oxygen hydrogen tank, and yep. We have another one of those. You know, those are easier to deal with when the walls don't disappear from between you and it. So this looks like a copy of what I've got over there. Which means I've got another one of these. So I've got 4 of those now. That's a start of a good rover. Let's see, do I have any? There's some things there. Let's see if there's anything in here. Okay, just the standard stuff. More large steel tubes. I'm going to mark that and come back to some of this later. Onward. Looks like night is dropping. I don't have any special skybox. This is just the vanilla skybox. Decided to go with that. That will keep the nights being not quite as dark. So that may help us. Maybe not. Yeah, but this thing, it still maybe turns a little quick, but not too bad. But as long as I keep my wheel settings anything too crazy, it seems to be doing just fine. Let's call that 96. Oops. Let's call that 5.3, if I remember right. I'll have to go looking at that later. But let's pick up our cargo container here first. Let's see, we've got that one. Let's go for our big one, which I think is on the other side. Let me come out here and spot this. Okay, I thought it dropped off a big or a large grade cargo container. Did it despawn on me? Well, darn. Looks like it despawned on me. That's disappointing. I do have that turned off, don't I? Yeah, it's off. Guess I should have just brought it with me. But I thought it was gonna just stay here. Well, shucks. That's disappointing. Let me extract this thing then. Do I own it? Yes, I own it. Come on. Okay, what's in it? Oh, I've got everything in it. Let me take some of this stuff so I can just pick that up and bring it over here. Hey, I've got some glass that I can use to repair that. And I'll just pick this one up. And I'll carry it with me. Could probably increase the speed of that back up now that I'm not carrying a building. Pick that up. I'll do that because I'll come back and grab those at some time. And I can get rid of that. Now let's go see what this other signal was. And I'll just kind of come back here. Let's see where we can get to. It's going to be on the other side of this hill. Let me kind of come back when I get over there or something interesting pops up. Saying something interesting pop up. Okay, that one's going to be where I'm going to. It's at 3.8. Well, looks like things are starting to pop up. Let me get over here. Maybe I'll go looking after that one afterwards. Give me some time. I'll be back. Well, this is kind of sort of the area where that was supposed to be at. And I'm not seeing anything. With it getting dark, it's going to be hard to spot this stuff. Come on now, pop up again. Okay, is that just a weed or... Yeah, that's just part of that tree. There's something way over there. That might be either at the base of that mountain or on the other side of it. There's kind of a little valley down over here. Thump, thump, bang. Kind of look at this over here, see if I can't spot anything. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Well, I'll go back to my other GPS point and start looking for that other one. Maybe this one will pop back up and I'll be able to come back to it. Kind of disappointed my cargo container I had disappeared. my large grid one. It's like 3.8 this direction. Is that something in the road? Yep. I bet you that's what that one is pointing to back there. The 175 by 3 point. Yeah, and there's one over there, kind of towards that mountain there. And yes, that was a large hill I just came off of. Well, there's power on this, whatever it is. Well, there's not much left on that. There's some small grid batteries there somewhere. Okay. I might take some of these lights and use them. Is there anything in these? Nope. It's a partially deconstructed engine. Some suspension that'll have some nice parts in it. There may be 2 engines that might have some... Okay, those are deconstructed, so they're not going to have any hydrogen in them. But they've got large steel tubes, so that's worth it. Yeah, let me spend some time getting this, a few things off of this. I'll add some things to this to make it a little bit of an improvement. Let's see, I need some lights on the back. Let me... I'm going to leave most of the steel here, because that doesn't get, you know, I'm not having problems finding that. Let's go with that. Clean. And let's find our offset. Oops. Let's move that out. Yeah, it's going to be odd because I'm crouching when I did this. Let's turn the intensity down. Copy settings, copy all, back out. Let me lose the crouch. Wait, what am I thinking? There we go. Well, I've got as much of that as I intend to. Let me kind of head off this direction. It's getting dark and hard to see, so I might be heading back home before too long. But let's see if we can't find out what keeps popping up over here. If I can get to it. Let me change this down to... so don't get too crazy out here in the dark. But my cargo space is starting to fill up, so I don't have too much room to carry more. Kind of get on top of this hill. Slam! We didn't like that tree. My cargo container up front's kind of in the way. Come on, pop up. I think I need to put some lights on. That's something different. Whoa. That's having issues. Oop. Okay, that's... well, I'm not seeing anything pop up over here, and with it being dark, I can't really see much. I think we need to head back to our workshop, and we'll come out here and search for some of this when we got some light. Yeah. I think that is what I'll be doing. Heading home, wait until we've got good daylight so we can come out here and search for some of this stuff when we can see. Well, I've made the journey back. I've made it back safely. But it is getting late here in the game. And after doing some editing, I've got enough for an episode. So I'm going to leave it here. Next time, we'll probably do a little work here around the base. Maybe do a little cleanup off camera. But we'll do some work around the base here during the night. And in the morning, we can go back out and try to find out where some of those other scrap spawns were at. But until then, thanks for watching, and see you around next time.